Good morning, guys. That's a bit of a crappy way to start off the video. Right as I was getting ready to turn on the camera, I picked up the Shield tablet. I was going to set it back down where I can charge it and everything. Dropped it, and apparently sheared off the tablet cover stand thing. And it wasn't just like it fell off. It wasn't like it pulled off. No, it actually sheared off. Boy, that's a weird one. Yeah, you can kind of see that there. It actually broke off little bits of it. And I guess this is just hard plastic, but that kind of sucks. I use that literally every day. Oh well, I may have to pick up a new one. Or not. Getting a notoriously late start to the video this morning, but it is still morning, so yeah. Now I've been in a bit of a funk lately, partially because of the weather, but today it's in the 50s outside, it's bright, it's sunny, there's a little bit of a breeze, but I may be able to make that work. I may actually, if I have a little bit of time here in a little bit, I may be able to go outside and fly quadcopters, which I need. That's part of what I've been doing so far this morning, is going through some of the manuals on the quadcopters that I've been flying, like the X250. For whatever reason, the last time I flew the X250, I was not able to get it into a higher rate, and I checked the manual and I was doing it right. So apparently either there's something wrong with mine or there's something wrong with me, which is the more likely option. Never mind, guys, we're gonna be okay. I can get a pink cheetah Shield tablet cover for 10 bucks. Not an official one, obviously. There's a bunch of different brands out there. The one from Nvidia is like 30 bucks if you can find it, but there's all sorts of cheap knockoffs out there that are not just covers, but actual cases as well. And that's the one thing I haven't had on my Shield tablet so far, is a full case. So might be worth picking one up. Now I've just got to decide on a color. Because, you know, there's blue and there's green and red and pink and purple. But then there's all the patterns. There's like the maps, and like I showed you there, the cheetah skin and the leopard print. I actually do kind of like the leopard print. You'd never have to worry about losing your Shield tablet when it looks like that. Very, very tempted. A little while later, had some lunch. Christina took off with Ellis, so I'm here by myself. Spent just a little bit of time, teeny tiny bit of time, pulled in all the clips, the pictures and video from the Zenfone Zoom, and finished that video up. At least I think it's finished. So I'm gonna watch that through whenever it's done rendering, send it over to XDA and just be done with it, move on. I've already moved on to another phone that I'm working on a review of. Actually, I guess I can technically say it now. Blue reached out to me just a few days ago and said, hey, by the way, we're in the process of releasing the Vivo 5. You wanna check one out? So they shipped that out to me next day. I've had it here. The unboxing video just went, well, I guess it just went up. It's going public here in a couple of hours. Today was the actual release day of it. So I've been using the phone for a couple of days now, and I'll probably do the review of it sometime over the weekend. I don't want to spend like a week or 2 weeks with it, but I want to spend more than like 2 or 3 days using it. Get a good sense of battery life, get a good sense of the camera, and so far performance-wise, not bad. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but it's a really sleek, nice design, very comfortable, not bad. But back to working on things. In a bit of excellent news, I heard back from my mom. My mom, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but she's an accountant. So as you may be able to imagine, the situation that I'm in is really a difficult one tax-wise, because I have a day job, Christina has a day job, and then there's all these different sources of income I have through YouTube and Amazon and XDA and other third parties. And so each of those things, if I earn over a certain amount per year, I am required to put onto my taxes. And all of the purchases that I make for the business have to be put on my taxes as well. It's something I could probably do on my own. Christina could hopefully do it for us because she's an accountant as well. She's not a tax accountant though, so that it's a different world. But my mom got back with us recently and we have the information. We're ready to file our taxes and it's looking pretty good. There's a reason we joked about naming Ellis tax deduction. So this year, if all goes according to plan, we'll be doing all right. But since Christina and Ellis are gone, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead, put my hat and hoodie on and head out back and try to fly a couple of quadcopters, or at least one. I need to go ahead and get one of these videos finished so I can move on to the next and the next and the next and the next and the next. Well, that didn't work out at all, period. I went outside to fly the quadcopters and it's so windy out there. It would not have worked out very well with anything. If I'd taken the Phantom 3 out there, it still probably would have been a little too windy for it. And at the same time, I went out there with my camera on my head, with the big controller and the big quadcopter and microphone and everything. I was wired up, ready to go. My neighbor was outside weeding his lawn. I have some older neighbors, and I have one in particular who lives right next door who is really, really into keeping his lawn in shape. So we have a really nice day outside, a beautiful day. And he was out tending his lawn. So it's like, I'm not really feeling going outside with big camera on my, well, with a camera mount on my head. It's a teeny tiny little camera. I was actually using the, I haven't mentioned it, but when I've been doing quadcopter reviews lately, I've started using this little head mount with the GoPro Hero 4 Session. and it's actually working out pretty well so far. The biggest downside to it is simply that it just puts weird lines in my hair when I'm wearing it for too long. It's not a hat, but it's really not that bad. I've got the Zenfone and Zoom video uploading. It looks good. Everything in it has about what I wanted in it. I actually just placed an order over on Best Buy's website. Don't even remember exactly where I saw it, but on Best Buy's website, they do have the Lumia 640 4G LTE phone with 8 gigs of storage, and it's 30 bucks. It's regularly 60 bucks, so it's not really an expensive phone to begin with, but I started way back in the day with the Lumia 521 on T-Mobile, moved to the 520 because there was a coworker I had who was looking for a phone, and I'm like, I think I paid 30 or 40 bucks for this, do you want to buy it from me? So when he bought that, I bought the 520, and I bought the 635, which my dad ended up buying from me. So at this point, I've still got the 520, but it's old and dated and not receiving updates anymore. But the 640 supposedly comes with Windows 8.1 on it, and I think is actually going to be receiving the Windows 10 upgrade. So unboxing video, potentially Windows 10 upgrade video, and then potentially even further a giveaway. I'm planning, if I can work it out, to do several giveaway videos this year in collaboration with other large channels to try to help grow my channel. From the looks of things, just looking at the trends and everything, my channel might reach 50,000 subscribers around my birthday, the middle of May. That'd be great. But as I said in an earlier vlog, the goal for this year, what I really want to see happen, I want to hit 100,000 subscribers on my main channel. The only way that's going to happen, it looks like, is if I do some of these big collaborative giveaways. Now, I'll gain a decent amount of subscribers per giveaway, and then I'll lose a decent amount at the end of it, because inevitably there are people that don't care about the channels. They don't care about anything other than, can I get free stuff? And that's okay. It's that massive other majority of the people that are coming in subscribing that say, wait a minute, this really isn't that bad of a channel. Let me go ahead and stick around and see what he does. I've just got to make sure that when I'm doing these things, that I'm also putting out videos that are useful, that are high quality, that look good, that sound good, things like that, so that they do have a reason to keep coming back and want to keep coming back. And the funny thing is, this type of phone, this type of review is actually the type of video that I think that type of audience would be interested in. Not that my goal really needs to be catering to one certain audience or another, but the budget phones have done really well on my channel. Like the blue phone videos are all doing very well. The sub $100 phones and everything, those all did very well. So potentially continuing to purchase and review these very, very inexpensive phones, it's very manageable from where I'm standing, because the amount of money that I earn from YouTube and Amazon and everything, I can afford to pick up a couple of these inexpensive phones per month, make reviews about them, and potentially even give them away. It's just a matter of finding those larger giveaways to be a part of, and hopefully this works out very well over time. In yet other news, instead of going outside like I said I was going to, I spent a little bit of time working on my desk. It's still a mess. It's very much a mess. Actually, it looks a lot more cluttered now that I've done this, but I took an Allen wrench to my monitors. They're higher now, they're taller, which is not bad. I'm kind of liking that, because now the Drobo slides in nicely underneath here, and I've got actually a little bit of headroom over top of it, so I could fit stuff in here if I wanted to. I moved over this whole charging station that I use. This thing I've just completely overloaded. I've got tablets and phones galore in here, but it's holding up very nicely. And now I've got this whole end of the desk that I can do things with. There's one of the pictures we had made at the photography studio, Christina and Ellis, and I didn't have a place to put it. That's part of the reason I started moving things around, but I'd really rather have this over on that end of the desk, so now that I've moved the monitors up some, yeah, actually that works out really well. That blocks out a lot of all of the modem stuff that you don't necessarily want to see in videos, but from this angle I can still see all of the monitor. That's perfect. And like I said, still have this entire end of the desk to do with as I please. So now it's just a matter of figuring out what to do with it. I could technically use it for unboxing things. That's what I used to do. And that does remind me, just looking at that end of the desk, I have to go put this in the car. This is the Papago Go Safe 388. The reason I haven't put it in the car yet is it has this little teeny tiny mount. This little teeny tiny mount has to be glued on. Like you have to pull this little sticky thing off and stick it into the car. And I'm not really a big fan of permanent placement. I guess you can rip it down, but whatever. So I'll do the review and then we'll see what happens with it. All of the people are home. Welcome home, peoples. And little people. That's a happy face. He's had a bottle and a diaper. He's in pretty good mood now. What's all this then? Home cooking things. Pork chops. You have an applesauce with it?
We have some in the cabinet if you would like some applesauce.
And what's this?
Mashed potatoes is what it's going to be.
Oh, cool. And you're not eating with us, I assume? Apparently not. And I am being thoroughly cuddled.
Yes, you are.
Not sure if he's feeling bad or what. Apparently he is feeling bad. I think I figured out why Ellis was in a bad mood. He's out. Just out cold. Good stuff. Pork chops. I gotta find a place to put him down. Maybe outside. Yeah. We'll put him out in the snow. There's no snow. Yeah, so I ended up not showing you guys what came in the Geek Fuel box yesterday. Like I said, there was one thing I really wanted to show you, but I wanted to wait until you had a chance to watch the video. Make sure you've gone and watched the video. Christina wanted to show me just how silly it looks. So she's decided to look silly wearing it. I don't think it's that silly. It's goofy, but it's not that bad. It's nostalgia.
It has a ball on it and a yarn ball, and it looks like a rooster.
Looks kind of like candy corn. Candy corn.
This looks like rooster.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. You done?
I don't know what the thing is called on the rooster.
Comb.
Yeah. It looks goofy.
So that's why you choose to wear it?
It's actually really warm.
That's exactly why I liked it so much. Well, that's just an awesome hat.
I told him he's not allowed to wear it out with me.
I'm wearing it to church. Wearing it to church every Sunday from now on forever. Do you want to wear it? See, my head's not big enough yet. Maybe Duncan could fit into it. I like it though. I just did a little bit of research, and apparently the hat that I've got there is from ThinkGeek, or at least ThinkGeek is one of the only places that sells it now because of licensing and Fox and everything. That's $25 hat. Wow. $25 hat in a Geek Fuel box. That ain't bad.
Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it and pat it and mark it with the E and put it in the oven for Alice and Duncan. Concerned. It was like your feet being patted against each other.
It feels funny. Hey Duncan, come here. In yesterday's video, yesterday was your birthday, right? There's been a bunch of people that have been saying happy birthday to you. What do you want to say to that?
Thank you.
Thank you. That'll do. People from Russia and India and New Jersey, the faraway land of New Jersey, and the United Kingdom, and just all over the place saying happy birthday to you. I think even Brazil and Argentina, all over to say happy birthday to Duncan. Isn't that cool? Uh-huh. Ellis thinks it's cool. Well, he thinks it's cool if by that I mean it's a pacifier. I completely passed out for a little while there. And I completely forgot to tell you guys, I'm going out tonight. Christina is going to be staying here with Duncan and Ellis, and I am going to be going to the movies with a friend named Jason. Because DeadPool has been out for over a week now, and I have not seen it yet, and that is a travesty. There we go. Major improvement. DeadPool. Alright, we're leaving Best Buy actually. This is Jason, by the way. Hello. Hello. Picked up the phone. Got the Lumia 640 for 30 bucks. It's super dark. It's about to start the movie. We're in super comfy recliner chairs. Hit the button. Legs
One of the really interesting things about the show is that no one is who they appear to be.
We're living in the future. Okay, yeah, that was great. If you have not seen it, you probably should. Don't take the kids. Leave the kids at home. Good? Awesome. Awesome. I'd see it again. Wouldn't see it with the family. And I've made it home. It's actually just after midnight. Breaking the rules, breaking the rules. But I gotta wrap up the vlog. Christina is in the next room with Ellis. I'm not gonna go in there and disturb them. He's almost asleep. Hopefully he will go to sleep when we take him upstairs here in just a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead, edit and render and upload this. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me and my family. Tomorrow's going to be a big, big day. Lots and lots of people. So we will see you then. Bye guys.